Hey everybody, Rick Vidal here with EAC Additive in Minneapolis. Today I'm in the Customer Experience Center here in downtown Minneapolis in the North Loop actually. It's a beautiful day outside and a beautiful day to do some unboxing. So this is pretty exciting. We got the Formlabs in last week and just now have some time to do the unboxing. Totally unscripted, don't know what we're going to be seeing here, but I will discover this along with you guys as you see me unbox the device here. We've got the Form 4 here. I don't know, off camera you may not be able to see this. I've got some boxes over here that have all the accessories. Got a new Form wash, and there's some other stuff. So I will be, I'll just be unboxing and you'll be discovering as I will. So. Typical Formlabs fashion, you got a pretty sturdy box that this comes in. The device itself is not really all that heavy. It's definitely doable for one person. There are hand grips on the inside, and on the inside of this box, you'll see this in a minute. There's a support thing that kind of beefs up the box so that when you lift it, you're actually lifting the printer, not just the box. So when you reach inside there, you can see that. So there's a strap that normally comes on here. I've already taken that strap off, so we're going to lift it up and see what we see. Okay, so box comes off pretty easily. We've got a box here with looks like a power supply, power cord. Everything else in there, looks like that's that. Pretty substantial, sturdy foam padding here. And in Formlabs fashion, you got a nice evening dress for the printer. These are really nice covers. Most people I know who get these are printing constantly, so you don't normally see these on printers. You wouldn't put this on the printer while you're using it, right? You're not gonna, you wouldn't start a print and then cover it with this. That just, it's not how you would do that. So pull that off. Set that aside, and there it is. This is a beautiful Form 4. Look at that. Very, very cool. These were the handles I was talking about. These are on the inside of the box that beef up the box. So when you're lifting the box up, you're lifting everything up here. All right. So I'm just going to reach inside, pick up the printer. Again, it's not heavy. Maybe about 40 pounds, if that. And I'll push this over here. So you can see that. So I'll take the other foam out of here. We've got some accessories, it looks like. Yeah, I had this box open already, so not necessarily such a surprise. There's a couple things I already opened up here. Let's see, where is that thing at? I'll find it, but all right, you get a USB-C cable, USB-C. I'll talk about that in a minute. We've got a quick start guide. Probably not a bad idea to take this and take a look at it. Talks about the various components that you're going to see on the printer and what's in the box. There's some tools in here. I'll show you that in a second. This is what everything came in, and then this little baggie here is the leveling disc. So with every Formlabs form printer, there are these adjustable feet on the bottom here. And our leveling disc has disappeared. But you put this leveling disc in here, and I'll find it before we power it up and do all that good stuff. But put your feet, put the leveling disc under there to level the machine, and it's a pretty easy process. In the back here, there's your tool set. That's a pretty neat little kit. We've got, what we've got here. This, by the way, was printed on the Formlabs Fuse. Looks like it opens. There it is. And oh, look at this. We've got, I want to see what those little triangles are. Let's see, maybe it tells me. Maybe it tells you what these are. 17, these are parallelism shims. Oh yeah, okay. These are going to be used on the, if you have to set parallelism for the build platform. Right inside there, that's kind of neat. There's a couple of Allen wrenches. Fun fact, this is SLS, Formlabs SLS printer. There's another Formlabs SLS part I'll talk to in a minute here. Let me put these aside down here in the box. And let's take a look at the machine itself. So just like the Form 3, this opens up, tilts back like that. This whole structure here looks a lot more beefy than what you saw in the Form 3, so that's good to see. Really nice. I really like this. This is really cool. Tilts up like that. Really substantial hinges here. You can see the interior of the printer. This is now the LPU, so if you're familiar with Formlabs form printers, they have a device called the LPU, the light processing unit. This is now the light processing unit here. No moving parts and completely replaceable. Take those screws out, pull this guy out. Here is the here's the camera. I was looking a little close here just to see if that was maybe also printed on the fuse. It's not. That's injection molded. These are the latches for the tanks. We'll get to that. I guess I'm gonna have to see how that latches. I think you push this down and we're good to go. We'll see. And there's the screen, of course. Cool stuff here. Close that. We roll this around so you can kind of see the back. There's holes in the desk here on the table. All right, so there's the back. We've got Ethernet port here. There's a USB port. This looks like maybe a little speaker. You get a QR code for the serial number. Formlabs printers don't use serial numbers, they use something called the serial name. This is kind of cool. The serial name of this device is Acoustic Shark. So maybe I'll do some B-roll and kind of zoom in on that. This right here is if you want to attach a vent hose. Formlabs printers aren't typically stinky for the most part. They usually do a pretty good job of filtering out any of the smells, but if you want to have additional, you can hook up something right there. So that's what that's for. Again, air intake looks like at the bottom here. This is where the cartridge goes in, and the cartridges look a lot different. They've been redesigned. They're cheaper, and they use a lot less material. Let's roll this back around here. Okay. By the way, you shouldn't push like I just did there. Don't push on this part. Try not to push on these guys. Well, even with this being as beefy as it is here, I wouldn't trust it. Don't push on that. All right, let's open this back up and take a look here. This mechanism here, quite a bit different. There's a lot of interesting stuff online that talks about how this works. There's some magnets in here, and this piece goes up and down to latch in the build plate. This is where you would do the, I believe this is where you adjust the shims or put the shims in to adjust it. There's some adjusting screws on the side here. Typical Z-axis with the Acme threaded rod there. Once again, I set the cameras here so you can watch your prints and do time lapses. Pretty awesome. And we can do that now with Formlabs. All right, that's the printer to start with. Looking down inside here, maybe there's a finger just like we are familiar with on the Form 3s to open the resin. And there's some sensors and stuff down in here too. All right, so we've got some other boxes here. They came in a different box somewhere over there. And we have the resin. Got some 4 resin here. What did we get? Clear. Looks like we got looks like I've got 4 clear resins here. Cool. This box is the mixer. I'll talk about that in a second. This is the build platform. There is a flexible build platform that's coming out. 12-week lead time on that right now, so it's kind of a bummer. But hey, when it comes in, we'll do a special on that. This is the resin tank. These are. I'll just open these up, and then we'll get bring the printer back over here, and take a look at this resin tank. So, resin tanks are simpler, I believe, than the previous tanks. There's a few less parts to this. Kind of an interesting setup. So just like on the older tanks, we've got a nice cover here that you can use to cover the tank. Oh yeah, wow, this is really something. This is really lightweight and clear. The older tanks on the Form 3 and Form 3L are multiple. They have multiple membranes here. There's the imaging membrane, and then there's another membrane underneath it that protects it against the rollers when they go back and forth. And now we just have a single sheet here, so a lot simpler. This is not unlike some of the other resin printers that are out there. However, the nice thing about this is you aren't ever going to have to worry about replacing this thing right here. It lasts, I'll have to look at the specs, but it lasts quite a while. And this whole setup here is disposable. So that's how that works. You don't have to mess with ever unscrewing 17,000 different screws here and making sure that you get it just tight. It's all one piece. I'm not going to put that on the table. You know what? I guess I could. I'm kind of grown accustomed to not doing that, because normally on the Form 3, you wouldn't just set this on the table because you've got the membrane underneath is kind of loose, so it would actually be sitting on the table where it could pick up dust. I'm not going to worry about that here, it looks like, because that is above the bottom. We've got this nice cover here. I'll put that cover on, set that on the table, and we'll toss this to the side over here. And then we've got the build platform. Let's take a look at that. There's our build platform. We've got a little bit bigger area than we had on the Form 3. So it's about the same this way, but wider. So we've got more build surface here. As I mentioned, there is a flexible one that's coming out. So we'll look forward to that. I'll keep that in the box for now. And then we've got a mixer. So interesting, we kind of are future retro here. Anybody remembering the Fuse 2? You know, you had something very similar to this. This is much beefier. So that's where this thing locks in. So we'll do that here. I want to bring the printer back over. And then we have resin cartridges. Let me open one of these just to take a gander. So do that. All right, this is V5 clear. So the new clear resin that comes with the announcement of the Form 4 is a lot clearer. Doesn't have any of that yellow milky stuff or yellowing like the older V4 had. And you can see a different form factor. It's got a different, totally different down here at the bottom. These two fingers are going to lock into the bottom of the receptacle here for this thing. V5. So let's put all this together and see what happens. And then I will power it up. So I'll open this guy up here. Grab the tank. This goes where we're going to be filling it. Wow, that just sits in there. And then, yep, that's easy. Really nice. That is really nice. Yeah, I like that. Very simple. No thumb screws or anything to use. Put that down, and now we're going to put the wiper in there. So yeah, that just snaps into this. So we pull that down and then push down here. Put it like that. There we go. That's good. Okay, I think I'm going to wait to put this in. I don't want to put that in. I don't want it to start filling up just yet. And actually, it might even be in a manual somewhere. I'm just going to take this off because I don't want it moving without any resin in there. I don't know if it's going to do that. Just going to be sure that I will, however, go ahead and put the build platform on here, flip up the lever. Build platform is on there. There we go. We are good to go. Okay. All right, here we go. Got a little too much resin on this knife here, I think. All right, let's go ahead and open this guy up here. Just a regular old power cord that you normally see with other electronic equipment, PCs, etc. Do that. Take this off here. I believe I got power somewhere around here. We'd like to power it up so you can see it. Okay, I'm going to plug that in. Make sure the switch is off. And yeah, there it is. We'll leave. Let's see what happens here. All right. Powered up. Or plugged in at it, anyway. Close this. Power on. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So you can't see from up there. Maybe I'll do do a shot showing this whole boot up process here. Pretty typical so far from Formlabs. By the way, the Wi-Fi is built into the motherboard here. There's a Wi-Fi chip, and so you don't have to worry about the antenna. No antenna back here to worry about. I'm guessing there's going to be some onboarding here. We've got our leveling wheel handy. There you go. See, I'm going to make sure that didn't move with the mixing wand in there. Okay, so here's our onboarding screen here. We'll just click to get started. And let's see what's going on here. We're in the United States, of course. We're going to do the Wi-Fi, okay, strongly recommended. Yes, we're going to do that, just not right now. Make sure you want to continue without internet. We're going to go back and do this. Okay, enable cameras. I want to turn that on. Let's go ahead and say yes to that. Look at that, now I can see, wow. Refresh. Good, okay. Awesome. Share the print logs, share post-print photos. Sure, why not? That's interesting. What do we have here? Tells you what that is, so you can hit the little drop down. We're going to level the printer next. We're way off here. So let me grab this, and so if you're not familiar with Formlabs printers, it gives you this little dial here to show you when you're level. You could also, this isn't so heavy, you can also just, do it to get kind of some rough leveling in. You can turn it with your fingers as well, just to get it close, right? So you don't have to sit there and spin forever. So I went a little crazy on this one. Let's go ahead and go back. So it looks like we could actually do this. And let's lift up over here and do that a little bit. Okay, green is good. We're in the green here, kind of close to the edge. We need to do a little adjustment there. Okay, that looks good. So I'll take this off here and we'll say next. This table isn't all that stable anyway. Probably not the greatest place to be doing that, but we'll go with that. I jumped the gun. I probably shouldn't have put that resin tank in there, but there it is. Then we're going to insert the mixer. That's this guy here. Okay, notice it came apart, so that's not a problem. It just goes like that. And then we're going to put this in here. Sticks in like that. This is kind of a nice setup. It's quite a bit more robust than the way it was on the Form 2. Let's go ahead and say next. The platform is already up there. And then close the printer. Insert a resin cartridge. Get ready to print. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to see what happens here. What's going on over there? Okay, same cap as before, but nothing to worry about down here. You don't have to open anything up. So it looks a lot more robust. I like this. This whole thing is rubber right here. Good, looks pretty good. Nice. Gives us a happy sound that we're used to. And there is our resin. We say next to that, get ready to print. Add printer to your account. So I'm going to skip that for now because I'm not on the network. And close this. There we go. This looks really good. That was pretty simple, right? Super simple as we're used to seeing on the pretty much any Formlabs device. Really solid. Happy to see this device in here. We will definitely do some videos of prints. Obviously, they're going to be in clear because that's what we got 4 of here. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Not much to it. Very simple. As it's pretty typical for Formlabs to be as simple like that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more cool stuff coming off the Form 4. We're going to have a lot of fun with this printer. If you have any questions about the Form 4, definitely I'll put a link in the description down here. Definitely reach out to us. We've got people on staff that know everything you can possibly know about these. Plus, if you're in the Twin Cities area, we're local, so you can always come by and take a look at it. And if you are interested in supplies for any of the Formlabs equipment, as well as in TAMSIS, take a look at our online e-store. That opened up a few weeks ago, and we're really happy to have that available to everybody. And you can always call. Once again, thanks a bunch. Rick with EAC Additive. Stay tuned for more Fab Friday stuff we'll be doing with this and more videos. Have a great day.